Where are we going? We decided last minute to go on, what is it, 4 or 5 miles? 4.3. 4.3.
No, 5.3.
5.3, sorry. It's the same place we did our first shakedown hike from that video, I don't know, maybe a month, 2 months ago. But we're going back there and it's last minute, so we're kind of in a rush, and I just packed up my pack for the first time in a while, and I feel like every time I pack up my pack recently, I'm doing it for the first time ever, and it takes me forever. Because I also want to make sure I don't lose anything, and I always forget my trekking poles.
Did you forget them?
No,
Oh.
I didn't, but I usually do, so this is considered an improvement. I'm testing out my Black Diamond carbon fiber trekking poles for the first time. I have like the new locking mechanism on them, and then I also have my obnoxiously colored neon orange fanny pack. So we're gonna see how those two things work out. And Jay's still waiting for his sleeping bag to come back from Z-Packs. We had an issue with it when we first got it in the mail, and we'll do like a quick review of that once we get it in. Have anything to contribute here, my love? No, not at all. Okay. All right, we will catch up with you guys when we are on trail. Stay tuned. We just got here and it's in the low 30s, kind of overcast, but we got a little bit of snow this morning, but there's no snow on the trail. It's all melted off, and we're just gonna do like a 5-mile loop, and we'll probably have to keep it at a pretty quick pace because we don't have a ton of time before the sun goes down, but that's okay. I have my new trekking poles. How you feeling?
Good.
Yeah.
So I guess my only changes are I drank the Kool-Aid and I got Crocs. I've always been very anti-Croc. See, other than that, gear's all the same. My gear is all the same. Yeah, that's it.
So we got you guys good with our electronics video. I was just waiting for all the comments to start pouring in. And when they did, Jay and I would just turn to each other and start laughing. We had to try filming that maybe 4 different times because at the start, I was drinking coffee and I kept like laughing and starting to spit out my coffee, especially when Jay started talking about the drone, because I just had images of people crucifying us about bringing a drone on trail. Like, oh my gosh. And then just all that ridiculous stuff, like 4 external hard drives and GoPros and oh my, but we don't hoard electronics. We actually do use all that stuff, with the exception of the GoPros, which we're working on. But yeah, everything else like we do use, but we would never ever even like consider bringing that stuff with us. Like, your reactions were priceless, and we wanted to do it a little bit of just like poking fun at ourselves, because I think sometimes you get so caught up in the weight stuff, and this is 2 ounces and this is an extra ounce, and I mean those things obviously matter, but at the end of the day, you know, you can always send stuff home. You're not in the middle of nowhere on the AT. You can leave small, inexpensive things behind in hiker boxes. It's not the end of the world. I don't know. What are your thoughts about weight there?
I think weight is very important. I am trying to cut my weight as much as I possibly can while still being safe and comfortable, because I want to go the easiest I can on my knees. So, I mean, bringing a bunch of extra junk that you don't need is We definitely, I remember going on like overnighters when I first started hiking. I had an Osprey.
It was the Atmos, right?
Yeah, that like the Atmos AG50. And for an overnight, that thing was packed to the gills, like an overnight summer trip.
We'd fill up with water before we left.
Yeah, we would carry like 80 ounces of water at all times.
But as far as weight goes now, I'm just always thinking like, okay, what are the things that if I don't have will drive me absolutely insane and are worth like the weight to me? For instance, if I don't have the ability to make coffee, that's like emotional terrorism 101.
Camp shoes.
Camp shoes. Yeah, I mean, some people are like, oh, I don't want camp shoes, I don't want the weight, but
I mean, but everybody's different. To us, we enjoy.
For me personally, like being able to come in and know that I can take off my boots that I've been hiking in all day, like it's one of those small things that can just like, if you're having a rough day, at least you know you have that at the end of the day. So to me, it's worth it, but to somebody else, it might not be. And that's fine. So. I'm gonna bury you in a hole somewhere.
Shade under 7 weeks until we hit the trail. We're pretty ready, I think. All of our gear's in order. As long as Z-Packs gets me my sleeping bag, all will be well there.
I think since New Year's, it really kind of hit me like a ton of bricks that
we're actually through hiking.
Yeah, like this is happening. And it's kind of surreal because we've talked about it and planned it for long, and to have it like be so close is pretty cool, but also it's just one of those things, you know, that when you do, like when you start it, it's gonna be life-changing. I'm not somebody that deals well with big changes. I've gotten better over the years, but it's still a struggle for me. So even when it's a good change, it still feels like the unknown, and that's something that's always been tough. So we are crossing over this stream right now. I'm just gonna give you guys a 360 here. The sun is quickly going down. But Jay keeps telling me that it's like a good change and it's what we've been planning to do, and I know it is, but I just tend to, what's the word?
Freak out until you're done freaking out.
Yeah, pretty much.
She freaks out and then she'll get over freaking out and she'll be fine. Look at this ice luge. Wow. Oh, trail's over there.
We're talking about splitting up weight because right now I'm carrying the tent. We're gonna switch off carrying the tent. And I said that
we're sitting here talking about the importance of weight and all. And I'm like, hey babe, just keep in mind that in Vermont you carried a rock around for like a day and a half because
I don't remember that.
We were breaking down one day and I stuck a rock in her backpack. I never even told her that. And then like,
wait, did you not tell me that on trail? Like, is
maybe
this the first time I'm hearing about this?
You might have had like a pissy day, and then I thought you were gonna get all mad at me, so I just like took it out real nice and quiet like. But that weight, that's important, especially when you're dragging around those.
Almost back at the car. It's right there. And I guess this is like a little bit over 5 miles. I'm getting cold for sure. My ears are aching, so I think we both feel good. We're both hungry. And yeah, I'm glad that we decided to do last minute shakedown. Today was good. I don't know how many more long hikes we'll do. And so now it's just a matter of, like we said before, about 7 weeks before we leave, and it's kind of
get scary.
A little bit, yeah. It's getting very real, and I go back and forth between being really, really excited and really scared.
I don't know how it's gonna be when we get there. Like, I don't think I'm gonna be nervous. You know, like
stuff like that doesn't bother you though. You just go with it.
Like I just want to be there already. Like, I'm excited.
Yeah, Jay's completely checked out of reality at this point. Completely checked out of reality, I'd say.
Yeah.
Both just really low energy right now. I'm really tired, so
It's like a zoo.
it really is like an extension of the Bronx Zoo in here, honestly. And when we leave, my 3 cats are coming to stay here.
Yeah, this is really gonna be
Talk about a zoo.
This is going to be like the loony bin.
Birdie, what are you doing in the kitchen? You're supposed to be in your bedroom. What are you doing on my dog's head?